Next day, at the Johnsons' family reunion, bell rings. Linda asked, referring to parents, "Are you guys expecting anyone?" "Nop. But go check who's at the door," her parents replied, walking to the door. "Am not your slaves, though," Linda said. Seeing everyone she knew at the door, Linda said, "What the?" excited. "What are y'all doing here?" "Duh, you guys invited us," they replied. "Sweetie, who's at the door?" Linda's mom asked. "The whole family," Linda replied, shocked and excited. "What?" Walking to the door. "What are y'all doing here?" Linda's parents asked. "Duh, you guys invited us," they all replied. "What? When?" Linda's parents asked. "Enough with the questions already. Is this how to welcome your family?" they said. "Come in, y'all. Welcome." "Yeah, let's get this reunion started," they said. "I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna flow with it," Linda's dad said. "Linda, dear, can you go grab some supplies from the grocery store?" Linda's mom asked. "'Kay, whatever," Linda replied. "Please, can I come? Want to go get ice creams?" Linda's little brother asked. "Okay, but no talking in the car," Linda replied. Then she said, "Be back in 20 minutes, leaving." 10 minutes later, I got to the house. I entered without knocking, and that caught their attention. That wasn't the only thing that caught their attention. My appearance was woo. I looked like a demented young lady, dressed in all black, messed up hair, different pair of shoes, and messed up makeup. "Who's this freak?" one of Linda's cousins asked. "More like clown," laughing and texting. Another cousin replied. Then I said, "Hello, everyone. Who are you?" Linda's dad asked. "My name is Rose, am an unlikely friend of your daughter, and am here to kill you all." Smiling, I replied, "I'm sorry. What did you say?" Linda's mom asked. I replied, pointing to the girl texting, "Tell her what I said." To the amazement of everyone there, she repeated the exact same words in a very scary way, like she was being controlled. Then I said, "Now that that's out of the way, let's do this thing." "Why do you want to kill us?" Linda's mom asked. Then I replied, "Oh, that's simple. You see, she killed my family without mercy or sympathy," laughing and crying. "She's such a demon," wiping tears, "but unknown to her, am the devil." "Please, young lady, we can settle this. There are kids here," Linda's dad said. Where have I heard this before? "Oh, yeah, my dad just before he was shot, plus my lil sister was shot too, so the kids mean nothing to me." "Enough of the distractions, now sit down," I said. They all sat. Then I said, "I've got a reunion present for you guys." I dropped 2 grenades on the table, talking to her dad and mom. "Now I want you two to open this grenades in the next 30 seconds, I said. I walked out and stood a few meters away from the house. In exactly 30 seconds, the house exploded. It looked like fireworks to me. Just then, Linda and her 14-year-old brother drove in. She saw everything and the crazy look I had in my eyes, and she drove away as fast as she could. "You can run, but you can't hide," I said. I walked back home smiling all the way. When I got home, I got popcorn and watched my new favorite TV show, 1,000 Ways to Die. 30 minutes later, the family lawyer came over with some paperwork. Lawyer said, "Hello, me Rose." "Good day, sir. Can I help you?" I replied. "Not really. Just here with some paperwork you need to sign," he said. "What paperwork?" I asked. He replied, "Since you're the only surviving person in late Mr. Dennis' nuclear family, you're inheriting everything." "Everything?" I asked. He replied, "Yup, the cars, house, companies, even the bank accounts. All I need now are your signatures, and I'll do the rest." Okay. I signed the papers, and he left. That night, I had a dream about Linda. When I woke up the next morning, I realized I didn't have to look for her. She'd come to me. 2 weeks later, it was time to travel down to Nigeria for the burials. I got permission from school to travel. I got to Nigeria and everything was already set. My maternal grandmom was the first person I talked to. I loved her so much because on 2 occasions, holidays, we came to spend time with her, teary. "Oh, my daughter, welcome," my grandmom said. I replied, "Hi, Grandma. How are you?" she asked. "I'm okay, I guess," I replied. Then she said, "It was hard on all of us, but just remember you still have a family here." "Yes, Ma," I replied. Then she said, "I know you're hungry," shouting, "Imabong, bring your sister's food." Imabong, cousin, ran out excited. "Rose is here? Welcome, hug. Hope you brought something for me?" she asked. hitting her back. Go and bring her food, Grandma said, laughing and running. Yes, Ma, Ima replied. My daughter, hope you still know how to eat Nigerian food. Grandma asked, Yes, Ma. I really loved it, I replied. Burial Day. Everything went well. Families from both sides attended. Everyone cried except me, of course, but even the devil knew how heavy my heart was just seeing them being lowered into the ground. I wanted to jump in and wake them up, but I couldn't. Well, everything happened, and there was a grand party after the burial, but I didn't attend. I didn't quite get what they were celebrating, so I locked myself in MA room and cried. 3 days after the burial, I got a shock that made me wish I could kill some family member. 3 days after the burial. I was in my room in Grandma's house listening to music when Ima told me I was being called. I went to answer the call, and I met my dad's cousins in the living room. I thought only an important or emergency situation would make them come all the way from their village to Grandma's house. Hi, I said. She doesn't even know how to greet her kinsman, my uncle said. I sat down with my grandma. My daughter, we all know what happened, and we know you are the only survivor, my uncle said, restless. We also know how wealthy our brother was and the fact that you a female, he said. What I'm trying to say is that you're a girl, and girls can't handle and take care of properties, especially the type your dad left behind, my uncle said. So we are going to take care of them after all. You're just a little girl, they said. Can I say something? Grandma asked. No, you can't. This is about our brother's property, Uncle replied. Don't worry, Grandma, I've got this. Listen, there'll be no need to take care of any properties because everything have been signed in my name, and the companies has capable and responsible people running them, I said. Uncle replied, Young lady, listen up. No, you listen, looking them in the eyes. I've done things way beyond my age. The properties are mine now, so we are going to forget we had this conversation. Standing up. Get out, I said. They obeyed, and I went back to my room. Grandma followed. Grandma said, Rose, that is no way to talk to your elders. They don't deserve respect, I said. She replied, Here in Nigeria, we. I interrupted. I know. We show respect to elders. Sorry, but I don't think they deserve it. Grandma, please. I want to be left alone. Okay, Grandma replied. I'll be going back by weekend, I said. Why don't you transfer here? You'll be alone over there, Grandma said. I replied, I'll be fine, Grandma. This girl can handle anything. She said, Okay, let me give you your space, walking out. I so loved that woman. She reminded me so much of my mum, only that she was nicer and older. She had other kids asides from my late mum, and they were all married as well. When Grandpa died, Ima Bong, my cousin, was asked to live with her. I liked Ima too, but she was just too loud. I often enjoyed her company when in the mood, but that mood hardly ever came. I returned to Brooklyn to continue with Ma life, but this time in a different way. I returned to Brooklyn. I didn't know how I was going to live in such a big house alone. Since I had no mum to cook my meals, the house help added that to her duties. And since I had no dad, mum, and brother to drive me around, I hired a driver. I resumed school the following Monday, and everyone felt so sorry for me, but I didn't want their pity. They were trying to reach out to me, but I shut them out completely. I didn't want anyone that could cause me more misery in my life, so I blocked them all out. School hallway. Classmates. Hi, Rose. Welcome back. We heard what happened, and we are so sorry. I just walked past them, but they didn't think I was rude. They understood. Just a few minutes before class period, I was already seated with my head in a book when Casey, Dylan's girlfriend, and her clique walked to me. In case I never mentioned, Casey was a pretty, mean, proud senior who saw me as a threat to her relationship with Dylan. Look who's back, Casey said. I totally ignored her while she talked smack, but then she hit me below the belt and her cup got full. Then she said, You blacks are always causing trouble around here. Go back to your country and reign amongst monkeys. Good thing your family's gone. Better reason to leave and not snatch people's boyfriends. Someone's gonna get it, classmates around said. Immediately she mentioned my family's death. I went haywires. She was about to walk out when I said, Hold it right there. Come back here. Casey replied, Who are you to tell me what to do? Giving her the death stare. Calmly, Come back here now, I said. She obeyed, looked her straight in the eyes, and ordered her to do something, but this time I didn't say it out, I used my mind. My thoughts. I want you to go to the food and nutrition lab, take a knife, and bring it here. She walked out immediately and did as she was told. Thoughts. Now slowly cut your tongue off. Everyone started screaming when they saw her cutting her tongue. She screamed too, but she couldn't stop. I just sat down and smiled while she was rushed to the hospital. No one could blame or accuse me for anything, 'cause I didn't say a thing, and they had no proof it was me. But deep down, they knew I was responsible, and they began to fear and avoid me. Graduation, I was thinking of what next, what university to enroll in. I was already 18, and I had no time to waste. I was still thinking when my grandma called. "Hi, Grandma," I said. Granny replied, "My daughter, how are you?" "Am good, and you?" I asked. Granny replied, "I'm fine, just growing older and getting weaker. Hope Ima's taking good care of you?" I said. Granny replied, "Yes, she is." Pause. "Congratulations on your graduation. Sorry it's coming late." "Thanks, MMA," I replied. "So, what university are you applying for?" Grandma asked. I replied, "Dunno yet, but I'm tired of Brooklyn. I'm so alone here. Why don't you come back home? We have good schools here." Granny said, "I don't know, Grandma. I heard Nigeria's schooling system's whack. Wouldn't it be crazy to leave the schools here and come down there where it might take ages to graduate?" I said. "Talk to Ima, she'll explain better," Grandma said. Hands the phone to Ima. "Hey, sis." Ima said. I replied, "Hi, talk to me." "We have good schools here, dear. If you're worried about strikes, private universities here don't go on strikes. We could apply for the same uni," Ima said. I replied, "I don't know. Come on, give it a try and look if you're not satisfied. You can always go back to America for your master's and stuff," Ima said. I replied, "Okay, I'll think about it." "Please do. I miss you. Plus I have lots of gist for you," Ima said. "Don't make me change my mind before I even decide," I said. She replied, "Haha, okay, I'll keep my gist, just think about it. KK, we'll chat later. Say bye to Grandma. Bye." Hang up. I thought about it, and it made sense to me. I was tired of Brooklyn, and I needed to breathe new air and try something new, so I agreed and flew down to Nigeria. Little did I know that Nigeria had its own stuffs in store for me. On the flight to Nigeria, I thought of how different Nigeria was from Brooklyn. Thoughts. I'm going to Nigeria now, and things there are different. Nobody knows me, and as long as I stay away from them, I won't have any trouble. I'll give attention only to those that deserve it, and I need to be more interactive with my family over there. After all, they're the only family I've got. So I made up my mind to loosen up a bit. When I got to Nigeria, after dropping a few stuff at Grandma's house, I went over to my paternal home to spend a week with my family there. They weren't so bad. I went out shopping with my cousins. I paid, of course, sightseeing and all that. Nigeria does have beautiful places, and I enjoyed hanging out with them. When the week ran out, I returned to my grandma's house in the village and almost immediately started planning towards school. We applied for the same university and write our jam together. I bought a car, so movement would be easier, learnt how to drive in school and from my driver. On the day of our post-at-me, we got to the school prepared and waited a long while before we could write. I saw some guys trying to woo some girls, and that made me laugh. We wrote the exams and did well. After some days, I got a text inviting me to meet with the dean of the school. "Dean, welcome, Miss Rose, please sit." I sat. "I invited you here because your result was outstanding. Which high school did you graduate from?" he asked. "Me, Silverado West High School, sir. Where's that?" he asked. I replied, "Brooklyn, USA, sir." "No wonder, but why did you choose to leave the U.S. for Nigeria?" he asked. "Personal reasons, sir." I replied, "Okay, well, I want to say we will be more than honored to have you in our school," he said. I replied, "Thank you, sir. Just look out for the admission list," he said. "Yes, sir, thank you, sir," standing up. "I'll be taking my leave now." I said, "Okay, dear. Goodbye." "Bye, sir." A week later, the admission list came out. Ima and I got in. All that was left was payment and some other stuff which we took care of, and so school life began. Resumption day. Ima and I went to pay our acceptance fees and handle some stuff before we were given the school map and set to go. Virtually everyone was staring at me. Noticing so many eyes on me, I thought all the staring ended in Brooklyn, I said. Not with a face like yours. Well, am off to find my department, Ima said. See you later. We went our separate ways, and I was already heading towards my department when a random guy. Hello, Bay. Are you lost? Not paying much attention. No, I said. If you're lost, I can help you. I can even help you read the map, the guy says. No, thanks. I replied. He replied, I know every nook and cranny of this school, and I can be your guide. Stopping to look at him. No, thank you, I replied. Okay, extends hand. Am Nathan, he said me, looking at his hand. Whatever, and I walked away, leaving him looking like a fool. Friends. Oh, boy, laughing. The player just got played. Nathan replied, Guys, don't worry. She's just a piece of cake, and I will eat that cake. Forget it, man. She's way above your league, his said. Nathan replied, We'll see. Lecture started that day, and when we had no more lectures, we left. Driving. I want to buy a house in the city, one that's closer to the school, 'cause this 2 hours drive isn't working well with me, I said. Ima replied, That okay, but Emme won't agree to come live with us. Why not? I asked. Ima replied, She's in love with her house. According to her, it holds so many good memories. So what are we going to do? Someone needs to take care of her, I said. Don't worry, I'll call my parents and they fix something, Ima replied. Okay, I said, increasing the volume. Ima, music lady. I just laughed and continued driving. When we got home, I told Emme of my decision, and she handled it well. She said, Don't worry about me. I'll go stay with Ima's parents. They called me today and asked me to come live with them, so you have my permission. I replied, Thanks, MMA. In the room. Rose, I saw a very cute dude today, Ima said. I replied, Hey, you just started school today and you're already looking at guys? I couldn't help it, especially when you embarrassed him today. Why? Ima asked. I replied, He was being a disturbance to me, and you know how I value my space. I know, but he's one of the cutest and the richest guy in school, Ima said. You know I don't care, I replied. Ima replies, I'm just saying you. I interrupted. Shh, I'm trying to concentrate on this song. Okay, Ima replied. Even though I kept her shut, my mind kept going back to him. I felt something I wasn't sure of. A week later. Ima and I were checking out some buildings in one of the estates in town, and we saw some very impressive places. We were done checking and about to leave. We were walking to a junction to stop a taxi since I left my car at home. We were still walking when a car pulled up in front of us. Ima wanted to run, thinking they were kidnappers, but I stood waiting for the driver to come out. When I saw him, I just rolled my eyes and walked past. It was Nathan, following me. Hey, beautiful, wait, Nathan said. I stopped at a junction away from him waiting for a taxi. You scared us, Ima said. Nathan replied, I'm sorry. I just want to talk to her. Let me talk to her, Ima said. She walked to me. Ima called, Rose? Shut up, I replied. I stopped a taxi, got in, and dragged her in, leaving him there. He went back to his car, and his friends laughed at him again. Oh boy, this your fine boy charm won't work, his friends said. Nathan replied, very upset, Shut up, and he drove off. We got home, and as soon as we got inside, I grabbed her by the arm. The next time you try that, I'll injure you, I said. She replied, Sorry, You what? Getting more upset. Now he knows my name, I said. Ima replied, My arm. I let go of her arm. Me, pointing to the room, Go! She ran into the room and locked herself in. I just grabbed my car key and drove out. I killed a stray dog on the road, and I felt some relief. I returned home and apologized to Ima, and things went on normally. School was going on well for me. People were trying to be friends with me, but I pushed them all away, and they thought I was a snub. People always judge and hate what they don't understand, but I didn't give a damn about their opinions. I pushed them all away except one. To be continued. Stay tuned, episode 3 coming tomorrow. If you're enjoying the story, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.